Yes, we're doing away with black power. We're doing away with white power. We're doing away with democratic liberal power. We're doing away with government power. We're doing away with this satanic pedo cult power in Hollywood and everywhere else. We're doing away with dictators. You know, they're seeing a big old, what, 20,000 pound thing that comes down and goes boom. Yeah. So, yes, we're doing away with all that. DEI, yes, we're doing away with it. The transgender stuff, yes, we're going to do away with it. The pedos and all this other stuff, yes, we're doing away with them. You want to go back to Jim Crow? We can do that. Y'all skipping out and when you don't pay your checks at the restaurant and doing all this stuff and going into malls by the thousands and looting and shoplifting and doing all this other stuff. I'm not saying that white people don't do it when it comes to that. But yeah, unaliving each other. Yes, we're gonna do away with that. Unaliving your own people. Much as possible, yes, we're gonna do away with that. But if you're really, wanting Jim Crow again, I'm sure it can be arranged if we really wanted to go back to that. But that was the Democrat Party, you know that, right? That was the slave owners of the South that were doing that. See, people of your skin color were owned and sold by people of your skin color. The first slave owner in the United States, look that up. Yeah. The Democrat Party. They started the Triple K Club. The ones that you guys get offended about or cry about. But yet you guys keep getting voting for them and all that, Disinformation. I hear a lot of disinformation coming from. Yeah, they lie, say that the world was started by, and that's a lie. It wasn't started by you guys. No. See, they try to say that Jesus himself was, when he wasn't really. He wasn't white. He wasn't like me. No, more Middle Eastern, Mediterranean looking. Yeah, because they got the Shroud of Turin. Yeah, I can never say that word. But anyways, there was his burial cloth. If you look at that. Oh, but you're gonna say, "Oh, science can't prove that it's real," or no, they can't because he's outside of science. See, that's the beautiful thing about God and Jesus. Outside of time, outside of science, outside of human thought. See, we're tired of hearing about your skin color and turning on the TV and seeing BET and this and then Black Lives Matters and this and that and whatever. We're tired of hearing about it. See, we're tired of getting on these social media live streams on Big O and Kicks and a few others and hearing people saying we're going to come unalive you because you're this color. Well, I just tell you, well, if you succeed, you got to answer to the one that sits on the throne eventually. See, we're getting tired of hearing the hate crimes that come from people. And I won't say it's the black folks because black folks wouldn't do that. Good, honest black folks won't do it. See, you hate when people of this color use that N word. Because you get triggered if I say the other word. So, put an N on trigger. Yeah. We get tired of seeing Daytona, Houston, Jacksonville, and all these big cities so full of crime because of rap music and everything, and they're trying to live this lifestyle like GTA, Grand Theft Auto, these video games. They try to live that lifestyle because they're so wrapped up in a false reality. They sell their souls and their bungholes to become rich in the music industry and Hollywood and everything else. That goes for white people too. See, that's the thing. If you have to sell your soul to be rich in this world, feel rich, feel accepted, or you have to whine and cry about something you can't change, and then you have to threaten people, commit hate crimes against people because of this or religion or whatever, that just shows how weak you actually are. Huh. You say you're fighting back against this stuff. Well, that a lot of that stuff is coming from the party that has had you guys voting for them because they're the slave owners, slave masters, and y'all been going, yes, master, yes, master, yes, master, yes, master, and you've been voting right along with it. But they the ones that own you. Oh, we ain't owned by nobody. Yeah, you are. You're owned. Why are they so worried about the black vote? You're owned. So let's sit here and talk about this. So you vote for them. What have you gotten out of them? Out of that dumb party, the D party, or the liberal party, the loser party? What have you gotten? Oh, communism? Socialism? Right, good job. You got New York with the Mandami, or Mandummy, that is in playing. Here's open the door to the Sharia law that would tell you to throw a blanket, a bedspread over your face. They would take your little girls, underage girls, and marry them. Oh yeah, by force, forcing that pen in their hand, and oh yeah, they would sell them. Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about your fathers in the ghetto communities and the hoods that have 20,000 babies, single mothers that have 20,000 babies, because that's a new paycheck. Hmm. I ain't saying anything else that any other person of color hasn't been saying. See, you get mad when a white person speaks about y'all. Hmm. You get offended, you get triggered. And yeah, that ugly side of you comes out. See, diversity, equity, inclusion says that you ain't smart enough to compete with people my color. Hmm. Why is it you see all the people of your skin color running around with stacks of money or on social media flashing their money because they're greedy? They're doing something illegal to have that much money. They're running around with the switches, the Dracos, and a bunch of other stuff. And they're spraying and praying and hoping they hit their target. Right. Hmm. No wonder people with my collar want to carry our pew pews. We want to have them with us 24/7 because we don't know what's going to happen when we're around. Why are we walking on eggshells around? There's reasons why we ought walk on eggshells. It might offend you, or you might end up doing something that is illegal, called a crime. It is what it is. God bless. Have a good day.